Hey,
Hey, there he is.
I've just had to get myself appropriately dressed.
I'm glad. I'm glad. It was worth the wait.
It really was.
Yeah, a hat was worth the wait. Well, I guess I should just do the same then, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just come out of therapy, dealing with the demons from this night at the football. It was not
You
good.
mentioned that, and which is more the reason. Let's chat about it. What better way to deal with it?
Yeah. We've been in the wilderness as a football club for 3 years at this stage, which was kind of hard to deal with. And we had a good team. I think we definitely finished top 4 that year.
Okay. Yep.
And I think we might have got beaten by Geelong in the first week of the finals. Anyway, I really thought we were a good chance against Collingwood. And to be honest with you, I don't remember loads about the game. I don't remember a lot of specifics around the game, except I definitely remember that goal from Buddy towards the end.
Yep.
He was running. I can't remember who was on him, but he was running away from the middle of the ground towards the boundary line and just
Chris Tarrant. Chris Tarrant was on him.
Chris Tarrant, right. And then he kicked that ball on the ground. It was an unbelievable goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the MCG just went absolutely berserk. And I was watching this game in the Channel 10 corporate box because before the game was still, a thing back then.
Yep.
And I was there with a friend of mine, Declan Fay. We were both actually doing a Hawthorn podcast at the time. We were doing the official club podcast. And so we went berserk in the box. And normally in a corporate box, you're meant to be schmoozing corporate clients. That was not happening on this night.
No, I can imagine.
So we went bananas. And then a lot of the specifics are lost on me, but I remember Ryan Schoenmakers dropped a mark deep in defence. And then there was a ball up almost immediately after that. And then Luke Ball kicked that goal that just...
He did what he does.
Just tore my heart out. No, I don't know. I feel like that was in the last 5 seconds of the game. I could be wrong, but it was definitely the last score of the game, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, I believe so. I'm not. We don't usually here on Your Call. We don't like to. We don't stack check. We don't fact check. We just sort of write it out. And do our own thing. But I did do a little bit of research before our chat. Watched a bit of the highlights on YouTube, posted by Hawksbot 73 or whoever it might be. But it was, and obviously the Buddy goal was in there, and it appears to be that about 3 minutes to go, Buddy kicks that goal. I myself thought that was it. I thought game over. If Buddy's kicking a goal like that in a prelim final, it's over. There's no that's it. The footy gods have spoken and they've stepped in and said, right, had enough of this.
It's funny, isn't it? When you see this happened to me when we played Richmond in a final last year. Was it last year? At the MCG when Dusty Martin kicked an amazing goal in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Or 2 years ago. God, my memory, I'm losing my mind now.
No,
but anyway,
I agree with you.
It was at the MCG and Dusty Martin just kicked this. Oh, yeah, it was last year. It was because we finished 4th, didn't we? Yeah.
Last year?
No, the year before.
The year before, yeah.
When we finished 4th. And Dusty kicked an amazing goal, like from the boundary line in the first quarter. And Sean Burgoyne missed a set shot from directly in front, 15 metres out. Yeah. And I just went, I mean, there's no maths to support that, but you just look at it and you go, that's it. Yeah. That's our night. We're done. Yeah.
Yep. And I think it was that Buddy's goal. And then the next sort of, as you said, Schoenmakers was in there doing what he eventually didn't do. And then that scrimmage, and then Luke Ball doing that, and then from then on it was Collingwood just slow it down, and there was as a Collingwood fan, it was not only Luke Ball's goal, but it was Daisy Thomas's tackle on Rioli in the middle of because you guys were going, you guys had that. It was about a minute and a half, maybe less to go, and he was going, and Daisy stepped in, and that was the time when we went, all right, let's just shut him down.
Let's shut it down. I reckon Cyril got caught holding the ball 3 times in his career.
Yeah.
that was one of them.
And that was a big one.
Right there. But yeah, as I said, I was in the Channel 10 corporate box that night, and I was not a well-behaved individual because it's free. It's free beer, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
And it's a final, so I don't know what you're like with finals, but for me, I have to get there early. I need to soak up all of the potential atmosphere.
Yep.
All the buzz. I don't know how people can arrive at finals late.
No, God no.
My
My rule generally, I need to see the bounce. That's the whole. I need to be there at least for that, especially on big ones. You know, finals especially, and Anzac Day for me is one. You know, they're the two games you get there at least an hour earlier. But yeah, I'm surprised. But even drinking, because I think prelims and finals are okay. 2018 grand final, I didn't have one drop of alcohol because it was just so stressful. But yeah, prelims you can probably get carried away, and by that point, I think up until half time it had been sort of a low scoring game, so I don't blame you. Yeah,
so I got there early with Declan and free beer, so we'd had a few. And and then when Luke Ball kicked that goal, I might have breached some unwritten language codes in the corporate box. And then when the final siren went, I remember I think I might have even punched a door. That's how drunk I was.
Okay.
And then I got a call from someone at Channel 10 who said, yeah, you might want to give the corporate box a miss for a little while.
And not really asking. More
telling, and I just went, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. I was out of control.
How did you? I mean, I feel like I've had the privilege of being in those areas, I guess, and you can't. I mean, especially it's like it's a red flag to a bull saying, come to the footy. It's your team playing. It's a big final. Please don't drink too much.
No,
okay.
That's not going to happen. So I actually blame I blame them. What do they expect? They knew I was a passionate fan. Yeah. They knew it was my team. They knew it was a big game.
Did you have any other supporting Hawks people there who were kind of understanding, or was it all everyone sort of against you? Do you feel?
Yeah, no, there were definitely Collingwood and Hawthorn people in the box. But I think maybe I ruined that night for other people. I don't know. But I was I should have been sitting in the outer. I should have been in the throng with everyone else, where my behaviour would have just fitted in with everyone else's behaviour.
It'd be one of many, one of at least 90 or so thousand.
It really isn't the same. You can open the glass up and get a bit of the atmosphere in, but it's really nothing like sitting out amongst, out in the stadium where all the real atmosphere lives. No, it'll never be the same as that.
No, and especially I've had you get tickets to free tickets or whatnot, and it's level 4 seats. You're like, I'd rather just go standing room, go ground level with the rabble, get amongst it.
Funny you should mention that. So the week after the grand final, Collingwood Geelong, because I was working on before the game on Channel 10, I got a couple of tickets to go to the game. So I went with Fitzy, who used to work on before the game as well. And I remember the seats were terrible, and they were like level 4 up really high behind the goals at the gate 3 end of the ground.
Yeah, city end, I think. Must be. Yeah.
City ends, yes. Yeah. And and that was the year Meatloaf sang. And I remember sitting in the MCG with Fitzy, and we were up on these terrible seats on level 4. Hey, very grateful that we got to go to the grand final.
Sure.
And we were complaining about the seats though. And Meatloaf was singing, and I remember us looking at each other going, is this shithouse? We couldn't quite tell if it was shithouse or not. And then sure enough, it was shithouse. It was
shithouse. Was that, do you think, was that the people around you? Were a lot of people doing double takes going?
You know what? It was kind of a classic big game vibe. Like people weren't really caring about much else that was going on.
No.
It's only when you get a Paul Kelly or someone that people actually or Mike Brady for that matter.
Yeah. We had. I mean, last year was Paul Kelly, and I think that he proved that it was get the classics on board. And the year before that, the 2018, I was there for the Pies grand final. Barnesy.
Oh yeah,
just did what he does. It was great.
Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Paul
and
Kelly,
then we can go wrong. It can go wrong because then it was followed by the Black Eyed Peas. So
the Black Eyed Peas. Remember when Will I Am checked his phone while he was singing? Can you remember that?
Yeah,
I think he dropped it and then he picked it up and checked it while he was singing.
I think you got a sneaky text or checking the odds on Sportsbet or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Maybe it was a text from Gil saying, "Wrap it up, mate.
Wrap it up."
This sucks balls. Yeah. So
are you
going
to? Yeah. Sorry, go.
The 2011 prelim, and this might make Collingwood fans really happy. That loss, and I think this is a general consensus amongst my Hawthorn friends, that loss hurt more, that prelim, than the 2012 grand final for some reason.
Okay.
I don't quite know why, but there was something about that loss that really stung.
Do you think it was after 2008, and then, as you said, a few quiet years? Do you think you were getting ahead of yourself, thinking you're back and you were meant to be there the whole time, that kind of thing? Yeah,
maybe. I don't know, because we had more scoring shots that night as well from memory.
Yeah.
So it just felt like a game that we should have won. And then Luke Ball, a St Kilda reject, thieved it from us.
Hey, we're very happy to have him, obviously.
Yeah. So then you think to yourself, if it wasn't for that, would we have made the grand final the next year? And then if it wasn't for the grand final loss, well, anyway, who knows? It's all conjecture.
But did you feel any better after Geelong did what they eventually did to Collingwood in the week later?
Believe it or not, I was barracking for Geelong on grand final day.
You're a Hawks man.
But because, I know, and I should never barrack for Geelong, but I was just because Collingwood beat us the week before.
Yep. That's fair.
And so people fall into one of two categories. You either want the team that beat you to win the whole thing, because then you can say, well, I was beaten by the premiers.
Sure. Yep.
Or you want to exact some sort of revenge. So you want them knocked out. Anyway, that's the camp I was in on.
Trust me, and I'm with you. I certainly wish the team that beat you ended up winning that grand final, but
no.
No.
How painful was that grand final loss for you?
I think because no one seemed to tell Mick Malthouse that Ben Reid wasn't doing a good job on Tomahawk, and he was just taking the piss in the end.
Yeah.
It was frustrating to watch. It was like, this would be, if I'm not a coach, this would be the number one thing I would do, and I don't understand why we're not doing it. And then it ends up we're losing, and it's like, well, I don't think we deserved it because we weren't playing smart. It was very frustrating.
Yeah. How many did Tomahawk kick in the end?
Oh,
4?
it was. I would say 4 or 5. I think, yeah. And most of them, I believe, in that last quarter, at least the last half. So, yeah, that one. I mean, 2018 hurts the most out of all of them that I've experienced.
Oh, 2018, man.
I was sitting behind Dom Sheed.
Hey, are you in that famous crowd shot where the two Collingwood fans are kind of going thumbs up to Dom Sheed afterwards?
No, I would have been row CC maybe behind them, not row C.
Yeah, right, okay. It's a great photo, that, with the West Coast there. And the two just defeated Collingwood fans, but doing really against the going, good goal, mate.
Great goal.
I just couldn't see myself saying,
no.
I'm a really mellow person in life, but the footy does something to me.
Yeah,
it really changes me.
Yeah, I'm happy to say I'm the same. I feel like it's and a lot of people are like this, and they say this. It's your one opportunity for the week to just get out all the aggression, all the pent up stress that you've had during the week, and just yell at guys, following a football around. It's fun. As long as you're not hurting anyone.
And so you didn't drink during the 2018 grand final?
No, I had one beer at half time. That was all I could do.
Yeah, right. See, the 2013 grand final, I just drank way too much. way too much, too early. And the celebrations just weren't that fun. Because I was cactus at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So I said to Danny McGinlay when the Bulldogs made the grand final, my advice to him was don't drink.
Right.
Because you don't have to. There's enough buzz. It's a grand final.
Yeah. And I think for me, especially 2018, it was like it's stressful enough as it is, and I don't want that to be the tonic. And the whole thing is like I want to make sure that I remember. And now I wish I had drunk, but obviously, I want to make sure I remember every second of this experience. Up until the last 2 minutes or so.
Up until now, you wish you could forget every.
Oh, I wish I started drinking at 9 that morning. That would have been much better.
Yeah. Well, tonight could be your night.
I think so. I'm feeling good about it. I think, Chris Tarrant looks good. Cloak up forward. He's due for a few goals, I think. He's got a quiet year.
Daisy Thomas is in career best form.
Yeah. Cloak's got the glove on. I'm not sure if you remember that glove gate. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, Pendle's in good form.
Yeah. And some of our young players, Steele Sidebottom, Swanee's in there. He gets a few touches.
Oh, yeah, Swanee, of course. Yep. Lee Brown?
Yeah, big bad Lee Brown's in there. And who else? Chris Dawes, who eventually went to play for the Melbourne Demons. He gets a few.
Yeah, and Darren Jolly.
Yes. Yeah, Darren Jolly's in the ruck for the most part, I think. Pre-Grundy, obviously. So...
Yeah, right.
Some good players, and you guys had, like I said, this is probably again, like, do you think this was the start of the sinking of your Mitchells and your Burgoynes, Cyril's in there? You've got obviously Lewis doing his bit.
Yeah,
do you think it was the loss they needed to have, Lehmo? Was it the loss they needed to have?
I mean, when you reflect on it, it was a really good team, and and Hawthorn were lucky in the sense that GWS and Gold Coast came into the competition at about this time, which kind of didn't allow other teams to catch up with draft picks.
Okay.
Because they thieved all the good draft picks.
Yep.
So normally other teams can, you have that cycle via the draft. But there was no cycle because Gold Coast and GWS were just thieving all the top talent. So that, I think... That helped Hawthorn a bit.
Yeah. It's helped you eventually because now you've got them back anyway. You got O'Meara and you got Patton recently, so they eventually got there.
Hey, Scully. So
sure.
Yeah. So we're slowly getting our mitts on them anyway.
Yeah. But it just takes time.
That was a very good team. Gibson, then Brian Lake came along.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So Lake wasn't in this team? Mustn't have been.
No, Lakey came in 2013. He played for 3 years and won 3 flags at Hawthorn.
Unreal.
Not a bad effort.
Not a bad effort at all.
Something like 50, I'm guessing, but say 54 games, 3 premierships at Hawthorn, Not a bad record. No,
it's very good.
Yeah, from the big fella.
Mate, it's been great to chat. There's only about 8 minutes before the siren goes to the MCG. There's about 90,000 people who've just gotten there all of a sudden.